One. What is up, YouTube? All right. Okay, wait, hold on. What is up, YouTube? All right, here we go. We're just starting here for Wuthering Waves. Wuthering Waves, I'm excited for Wuthering Waves. Wuthering Waves is probably like the games I'm probably most excited for in 2024. I believe it's coming out 2024. I actually don't know when it's coming out, but either way, I'm excited for Wuthering Waves because Wuthering Waves, it's highly regarded as like the quote unquote Genshin killer. Because no other gacha game can compete with Genshin Impact. Let's be real. Like Genshin Impact has its problems, but no other gacha game is like remotely close to how popular Genshin Impact is, right? And like you could argue Honkai Star Rail is probably up there with how close it is, but they're also from the same company, so either way, it doesn't really matter. But either way, we're not talking about Genshin Impact. We're talking about Wuthering Waves, all right? Wuthering Waves. I'm excited for Wuthering Waves. I saw the comment in Wuthering Waves like probably like 6 months ago, 6-7 months ago, and then I was like, wow, the combat in this game looked really fucking good. And then I got introduced into PGR, Punishing Gray Raving. Gray Raving? I don't know. Yeah, sorry. Punishing Gray Raven, which is made by the same developer as Wuthering Waves, which is Kuro Games, right? And it was actually shocking to me how little people knew about Punishing Gray Raven, because I didn't know about it. I only heard about it from like just literally just watching like YouTube videos from like gacha games. I just saw Punishing Gray Raven. And the combat in Punishing Gray Raving is so good. Like, it actually boggles my mind that it's a mobile game. Like, the combat in that game is so good. Like, it's better than most of the fighting games I've played. Like, it's better than like honestly, this might trigger some people. I actually think it's better than like Devil May Cry 5. And I really like Devil May Cry 5. But yes, Wuthering Waves, I'm really excited for it. So, what I'm doing right now is I'm gonna be watching every single video on the Wuthering Waves channel to catch myself up on, because I haven't watched anything for Wuthering Waves like at all. I haven't watched any video. They're really bad at advertising. I haven't seen anything for this game, right? And even on their YouTube channel, there's not that many videos. So I'm just gonna watch all the videos to catch myself up, what's happening, see the different characters. And yeah, but I'm really excited for Wuthering Waves. Let's just hop right into it. So we're starting off with like the premiere teaser.
Their Calumet arrived without a sign.
Why is this at 480?
Their Calumet arrived without a sign.
Wow, it's in English. Well, I know they're gonna release a global, but like this was like a year ago, so I thought it would still be in Chinese. But no.
Without so much as a sigh.
Now that I think about it, I think this is the only video I've seen of Wuthering Waves. This teaser trailer here, because I think I remember seeing this specific video on Twitter of seeing like the chick with the blue cap, who I think is supposed to be the main character, or the female main character. Yeah, there it is.
Is left untouched by all this pain.
Yes. So I actually know like nothing about like this like not Kuro Games of Wuthering Waves. Like I actually don't know the story, like what it's about. I know it's supposed to be an open world game, which, let's be real, open world, it's a hit or miss for a lot of people, because with open world, the biggest issue with open world is a lot of dead space. They're like, when you deal with open world games, there has to be some type of, it's difficult to create a gameplay loop that's going to entice open world other than exploration, because you can only explore something once and then think it's cool, and after that you're like, okay, I probably never need to go back there again, right? That's the problem with open world games. So I know for a fact that that same situation is going to happen with Wuthering Waves, where there's going to be a lot of dead space. So the only way to mitigate that is to make really, really good combat and really, really good endgame.
Calumet arrived without a sign.
Is this the same thing?
Shattered.
because I guess this is an extended version of that trailer. Can I just say? So this is, I think this is like the finalized design of the female main character, which I'm gonna say kind of boring. I mean, I like the outfit, I like the blue with the black, but like, I get that the main character is supposed to be kind of basic, but it's like, bro, I think that's the biggest issue with Wuthering Waves is because the character designs aren't that stand out, at least from what I've seen. Because in comparison to like one thing you got to give credit to for Howeverse is the character designs. Like they make some really memorable characters. Like like you can remember like all the characters because they're very unique and distinct. This is like, if you were to tell me she was an NPC, I'd probably believe it. So it's like the apocalypse happening, the world coming to an end. Like, what's happening here?
What is dead
Oof.
will stay buried. Except nothing ever truly dies.
So this is like post-apocalyptic, like. I'm really just trying to dissect what's happening here. Well, and now she has a cross in her head. What is it, Jesus Christ? Like, what's going on?
Which part of you will you save? What is left untouched by all this pain? Let the echo be heard.
So, I got nothing from that. That was a pretty cool trailer. Oh, but I got nothing from that. I'm going backwards because I'm going from the beginning to up, but it's like, yeah. All right, so this is the gameplay trailer. I'm about to watch the gameplay trailer right now because I still got nothing from the story, but I know the gameplay is supposed to be hype as shit. That's probably the thing I'm excited for the most, the gameplay. Because if anything, Punishing Gray Raven, oh my god, that gameplay, the combat in the game is top tier. So I'm really excited for this because the problem with Punishing Gray Raven was it was never meant to be PC, right? It was never meant to be on PC, but they ported it to PC, and you could tell that it's a PC port. Like, you could really tell it's a PC port. But when they're designing Wuthering Waves, they're designing with PC in mind. I would hope so. I would hope they're designing with PC in mind. So I'm really hopeful and curious how they're gonna make the combat better than Punishing Gray Raven. I know I just shit on her design real quick. And I know I just shit on her design. She's still kind of hot. Maybe I'm just a coomer. No, I am just a coomer. I like that. I like that wall run. Now that's something I want to touch on. That wall run. If they keep that in there, that is gonna be great. Like, that will increase like how enjoyable the exploration is dramatically. Because one of the problems is, I think one of the biggest problems with the exploration in like Genshin Impact is that it's very fucking slow. Like, the swimming is slow, the climbing is slow. Like, if they got rid of the stamina and they just made it like very quick, like you could run, like you could just sprint all the time, you can run, climb fast, all that. If they put that in the game and then just make everything very slow, I feel like exploration in Genshin would be a lot better, right? Because the thing with Genshin is they make the areas very, very, very big, right? Especially with like Fontaine. The Fontaine is fucking huge, right? But you're like, in comparison to how big the world is, you're very slow as a character. So that's the biggest issue with like the exploration, because it's very slow, at least for me. That's very slow, right? So that makes it really boring in a sense. So I'm really hoping they keep that wall run and like they kind of make the exploration a little more fast paced. That's my only thing. That's also that's also another thing I saw where you could turn into like I think you turn into the enemies that you kill. Like from what I remember, I think you turn into the enemy. Which that's the case. That's actually sick because that adds a mechanic that gets better with every update when they introduce a new enemy. Like imagine in Genshin you could turn into like what's it called, like those fucking wildebeests from Sumeru. Imagine you could turn into one of those shits. That'd be insane. Now that's also another thing I want to touch on. I'm gonna be pausing a lot. My bad. That's also something to touch on. The dodge mechanic, bro. One of the best things about a good fighting game is how well the dodge mechanic is. Right, being able to dodge and then go into like bullet time and just perfecting that bro. That is the crux of every good fighting game. The dodge mechanic, right? In Genshin, they kind of did that with the iframe, where if you dodged at the right time, you wouldn't get hurt. Like you would have some iframes. That was like the dodge mechanic for Genshin, and of course they didn't really do anything with it. But like every good combat has a good dodge mechanic, and PGR had a very good dodge mechanic. All right, so those are some of the characters. Okay. Now this is just the gameplay demo, so I think now we're gonna watch some actual gameplay. Oh, so that's the male main character. So wait, was that like Blue Cap the girl, not the female main character? Are they like different people? Is she supposed to be like the Paimon or like the March 7th, where she's like your companion? Is that who she is? If that's the case, then that probably makes more sense. Now I know this is very early in development, so I'm not gonna say anything about like how the game looks or the graphics, because right now it's looking a little yikes. But in fairness, this is like a year ago. This is very early in development, so I'm not gonna say anything about how the game looks. You got the wall run too? Okay. Yeah, okay, so I'm guessing the girl on the right with the sword is the female main character. Okay. But yeah, I think my point stands about how the character designs are not that great, because let's be real, these two girls kind of look like the same character. I'm gonna be honest. They look like they're the same people. Not very distinct. Now that enemy looks badass. They're a parry mechanic too. Bro, the combat looks so sick. I'm so hyped for this game. I want to play this game so badly. I actually applied to get into the next CBT, the next closed beta, and I hope I get in. I don't know if I will. Yeah, so you can turn into like the enemies. Like you can turn into like monsters, which is really sick. Okay. Yeah, the combat looks insane. It looks crazy. I can't wait to see it. Anyways, this is Tokyo Game Show. So this is from 2022. This is just a quick trailer. I think I'm just, this looks like just pre-rendered like quick ad, like, hey, don't forget about Wuthering Waves. Now this I'm gonna see. This looks interesting. It's 8 minutes long. This I want to see. Okay, we're just. Was he the bird, or was that just like a quick a quick like transformation? Like what the fuck? Was he just the bird? God, that bullet time looks so sick. We're okay. Why are we fighting Captain Planet over here? Like, what's going on? Like, who? Like, that's the thing. That's the thing. That's the thing. I think what Kuro Games is banking on for Wuthering Waves is the combat and the gameplay to really entice and keep people around, because they haven't advertised anything about the story, at least from what I've seen. Like, I know, like, we know absolutely, like, we don't even know who like the main villain is, like who the main enemy faction is. Like, we don't know. So like, I'm just, I'm like, what is happening? Why are we fighting this dude? Like, what's going on? Oof. My man gave him the left hook of the century. Knocked him clean out. Bitch, you thought. Hit him with the 1 inch. Okay, that was sick. My man hit him with the fucking. Man's Bruce Lee up in here. Bro, that bullet time effect when you dodge right, bro. The dodging will feel so sick. Now, I only have one hope with the dodging mechanic, right? The bullet time and the dodging. I have one hope for it. Because it's going to be a mobile game, right? My only hope is that it's not too forgiving, right? Because you have to understand something. This is going to be on mobile, and mobile is probably going to be like their primary like concern. Like, they're probably going to like worry about mobile the most. They're probably going to care about mobile like players, right? So my only hope is that the mobile is like the dodge mechanic is not too forgiving, because you have to understand something. When they're playing on mobile, the network is not going to be fast enough to handle a lot of the things that are happening right now. Like, we've all experienced it. Like, there are times where I play Genshin and I see like the open world, and I'm like, whose iPhone is rendering this shit? Like, who? Like, there are times where I see that. So I really hope for the mobile is not too forgiving. Obviously, they can't make it too difficult. I get that, but I really hope there's not like, oh, after the guy attacks, 3 seconds later you can still dodge and get the bullet time effect. All right, that's my only hope. Ooh. Bro, my man's getting knocked the fuck out. Yo, my man just had the whole "my friends are my power" up. The power of friendship. Oh. And now he has wings? Okay. Oh my god. What was that? The thing is, this enemy looks so sick, but that's all I have to say. I was about to say he doesn't look like he attacked that much, but now he's attacking, so yeah, now he's really coming at you. I'm guessing like this is like a boss. Probably like a world boss where you like get like boss materials from to like level up your characters. Which also brings you to another point. Farming, right? Every gacha game has it. Every RPG has it. It's a necessary evil. I get that. Farming. But Honkai Star Rail has like showed us like the cream of the crop best way to farm. And I know it's not going to be possible for Wuthering Waves because it's an action RPG, not a turn-based, so you can't like do something AFK. But I really hope they they include some kind of like mechanic or some type of quality of life where when where like when you want to farm and you have a lot of characters, it makes it easier instead of just having to do boss runs like every 3 seconds. Like that's my only hope. This is either scripted or this guy who's fighting this dude is really good. One of the two. I'm willing to bet this is probably scripted, but it still looks really fucking cool. Ooh, the parry. Was that like his ultimate? What was that? Okay, and you have a knockdown feature. Okay, like that, like that. Hit him with a slice him in half, but don't see the cut until after you sheath the weapon trope. Love that. Okay, and now we're fighting the necromancer. What the hell? Man, this guy moves quick. This guy's moving like a crack-addled spider monkey. Wait, who is this? I just realized we just switched to something. This is another one of the characters? Okay. You know what this is giving me flashbacks to? You know this guy's giving me flashbacks of? This guy's giving me like war flashbacks of like, bro, anyone who plays Genshin Impact knows what I'm talking about. That fucking Thunderbird that flies around in Inazuma that I hate fighting. Like anyone who plays Genshin Impact knows exactly the boss I'm talking about. That piece of shit bird that flies around the entire arena and you can barely touch him. He reminds me of that, and that's why I'm not excited for him. But at least he's on the ground and you don't have to at least he's on the fucking ground and not flying in the air, flying 15 feet in the air. So W to him. Yeah, his combat looks insane. I like it. Are they gonna have like elements in this game as well? Like characters are ice, wind, light, earth. Are they gonna do that in this game too? Or is it just straight up like, I have a sword, I have a shield, let's beat some motherfuckers up? God damn, that was sick. Oh, did they beat him? Oh, okay, they beat him. Fuck is that thing now? Was this a monster hunter? Like, what's going on here? See, the problem with very big enemies is, this is a personal take. I don't like fighting like very big enemies in video games. Reason being is because of how big they are, they're very slow and they do massive like wide attacks that like is really hard to dodge because of how fucking wide they are. And I hate fighting bosses that are like really big. But that's just me. That's just a personal take. It might not be that bad because of the dodge mechanic and the parry mechanic, like right here. So if I can figure that out, then it might not be bad. Yo, she just parry that shit. Bro, these animations are actually like, bro, I really like these animations. These animations are sick. Bro, for a giant turtle, he moves fast. Who is this now? I see there's no voices in the game, but that's whatever, that's whatever. There's no jiggle physics. Genshin's better. I hate it. Nope. There's no jiggle physics. Genshin Impact's better. W Genshin Impact. I'm just kidding. The girls' tits don't bounce around like there's no gravity. Genshin Impact is already better. W Genshin Impact. This game sucks. Oh my god. I hate to stop. That was really good combat though. See, I don't have like that many expectations for the combat, because just if they just repeat what they did in Punishing Gray Raven and just add to it a little bit more in Wuthering Waves, the combat will be peak. So I'm not really too worried about the combat. What I am worried about is like just little things for my personal thing, like just big bosses with the wide attacks, but that's probably mitigated by the dodge mechanic, the parry mechanic, things like that. I think it's just I think honestly, I think I'm just getting traumatized from Genshin Impact. Let's be real. I'm probably like one of 10 people that still enjoys playing Genshin Impact, but my god, do they suck at designing bosses. They don't design bosses to be fun. They design bosses to be annoying and waste your time. And that's why I hate fighting bosses in Genshin Impact. But it is what it is. This is Wuthering Waves. Bro, what is this? A commercial for 5 gum? What the fuck? Okay, Dev Talk.
Hello， 漂泊者们，大家好，我是东策划，很高兴和大家在明朝开发组奏前访谈。
Is that what they call us? Rovers? Bro, is it just me, or do all these gacha games have like a name for their fan base? Like Trailblazers, Travelers, Rovers? Like what? The next what's gonna happen? The next gacha game is gonna call us the low gangers? Like what the hell?
里面见面，明朝自公布以来，收到了超乎预期的关注，我们也获得了许多宝贵的建议，非常感谢大家对明朝的喜爱与支持。在看到大家的反响之后，我们备受鼓舞，同时我们也觉得在此期间应该多和漂泊者们分享明朝的开发初衷、思路以及我们开发过程的最新情报。希望大家对于我们明朝可以有一个更深的了解，也欢迎大家在评论区。
No, this I'm actually interesting. I want to actually know what they worked on.
明朝是一款具备探索、收集要素的开放世界动作 RPG 游戏。游戏将在
So one thing that is with the Wuthering Waves is they are like the only game that's in direct competition with Genshin Impact, right? Because that's the thing. This is the game that people keep saying is the Genshin killer, right? Because this is the only game that's in direct competition with Genshin Impact. Like they are the only game that's like open world action RPG with combat and story. Like they're the only gacha game that's in direct competition with Genshin Impact. And here's the thing. I think Genshin Impact has shown that, like, at least in China, they really don't care too much about combat as long as they can shill for their fake waifu, right? So one thing that I do have concern for is they need to get better at character designs, right? They really do need to get better at character designs, because the combat and all that is good for the West, is good for the global market. But if they're like, if Kuro Games is like Hoyoverse, where they care a lot more about the Chinese market's opinion more than global opinion, then one thing I will say to them is you need to the character designs need to be like top tier. Like you need to get better at your character designs, because that is the biggest reason why Genshin Impact is making a shit ton of money, because it's a bunch of mentally deranged people that will throw their mortgage payments at at these girls with at like these fictional waifus with gigantic boobs. All right, that's the thing. Like those are the people. Like those are the people that play Genshin Impact, right? So like if they're in direct competition, yes, the combat is great and it will entice a lot of people. It will keep a lot of people in global market. But you know, Honkai Star Rail, Genshin Impact, a lot of these other gacha games has shown time and time again that the Chinese market really doesn't care about combat. Yeah, all they really care about is hot waifus. So they need to get better at that if they want to make a shit ton of money.
多平台登录，至今已经开发了将近2年的时间。在研发初期，我们设想的是，在延续我们所擅长的动作战斗的基础上，去创造一个更加广阔、自由、更有沉浸感的开放世界。我们希望漂泊者们在这个世界里面的冒险、战斗、探索、收集等等行为，都是新鲜而有趣的。相信大家已经看到了一些我们关于明朝世界设计的想法，比如角色可以登上墙进行垂直跑酷。
Please keep that wall run mechanic because it will actually save so much time while exploring. Please keep that wall run mechanic. And don't implement a stamina bar. Please.
更是拥有着高品质的动作战斗，以及更深层次的探索与收集体验的独特世界。明朝是我们第一次接触 UE4引擎，也是第一次接触开放世界品类的游戏开发。其实，在开发过程中，我们遇到过不少技术层面的。 或者是设计思路层面的，或者是流程上的难题，例如在制作如此自由的跑酷行为时，结合复杂的大世界地形，经常会遇到诸如卡墙或者穿模等等问题。在不断的优化地形规则，
I appreciate that they showed the fuck ups。
如今比较流畅的体验。在不断的试错总结和优化迭代当中，我们相信明朝正在往更好的方向前进。
Okay. I appreciate that they showed the bugs and we're like, yeah, we see these, we're fixing them.
之后，游戏正根据漂泊者们的反馈，对各个内容模块进行大规模的优化迭代。同时，我们也在紧锣密鼓地开发着全新的内容与剧情，从更加个性鲜明的角色到更具挑战性的敌人，再到更加有趣的探索关卡。希望下次见面时，这些全新的内容可以给大家。
I'm gonna keep it a buck. The open world doesn't look that good. I'm gonna keep it real. It's just lands and rock. There's no like defining like. Here's the thing with Genshin Impact, right? One thing I'll give to Genshin Impact is as boring as the open world can get, because after you explore everything, the open world's just kind of null and void after you've explored everything. One thing I will give it to them is their open world is very, very beautiful. And from the way I see it, how they design their open world is, yes, there's a lot of dead space, but in like every major part, like when like if you walk like 10 minutes in one direction. Or no, not 10 minutes. If you walk like 5 minutes in one direction, you're always going to see some beautiful landmark in that said area, right? Which makes the open world a lot more beautiful, right? Like if you're walking in Mondstadt, no matter how far you are in Mondstadt, you're going to see Dragon Spine, right? If you're in Azuma, you're going to see the giant mountain with the fox tree. I forgot what it's called. The sacred sakura, whatever it's called. Right? You're gonna see that. If you're in Sumeru, you're gonna see the gigantic pyramid with the sandstorm. And like you know, if you're in Fontaine, you're gonna see the mountain and the underwater exploration, right? There's always some like landmark in the open world of Genshin Impact, which makes it very visible, makes it very beautiful. Here, you just see trees, rocks, and nothing really special, right? So that's the issue with the open world right now. So I really hope they fix that.
细细品味。以上就是我今天想和大家分享的全部内容啦。最后再和大家小小预告一下之后访谈的一些主题吧。我们会带来战斗系统的操作策略、美术设定的一些理念，以及我们深海系统的具体设定。相信很快会与大家再次相见。最后，再次感谢所有漂泊者对明朝的支持与喜爱，谢谢大家，拜拜。
But they did say that they're taking community feedback into consideration, which I hope they do, which is probably the best thing any game developer should do. It's listen to your community. Hey, we want this. Implement it to the best of your ability with your own interest in mind. You know, so I really hope that's what they're actually doing.
Hello，大家好，我是明朝的战斗策划高月郎，
Wolf.
很高兴在这里和大家分享明朝的情报。
That's a
这次
name,
由我
Wolf.
来给大家介绍
That
明朝
can't be his
战
real
斗的
name. That has to be
相关
like
内容。
that has to be like some kind of handle or something. That
在
can't be
明
his
朝
real
的
name.
战斗中，
Wolf.
我们漂泊者是有较丰富的操作维度的。
That's like a
无论
name
你是
like
喜欢体
some
验故事的
Beverly
剧
Hills
情党，
white parent
还
would
是
give
喜
to
欢
their
自由探
child
索的探险家，
because
都
they
可以
want to be
游
they
刃有
want their
余地
child's
面
name to
对
be
每一场战
different.
斗。而如果你喜欢挑战连段、拼刀、挖掘游戏的极限操作，我们也为你准备了充足的发挥空间。简而言之，我们想实现的是轻度与深度并存的战斗体验。在明朝的核心战斗系统方面，每一位可操作的共鸣者，除了基础的普通攻击、共鸣技能和作为大招存在的共鸣解放之外，还有独属于该角色的特殊机制。比如散华可以通过长按攻击键蓄力，在特定时机精准释放，打出特殊的重击，而特殊重击可以引爆散华技能以及大招留下的冰晶，从而造成大量的伤害。出去战斗系统
Oh, so if you use her charge stack at the right time, her charge stack does more damage. Okay.
并且提升战斗的观赏
See,
性。所以我们
it's little things like that which makes the combat more alive. Like something like that, where with every different characters, like they have like one specific thing that they can all do that makes them very different. Like he just said, the girl that was on screen, where if you use a charge stack at the right time, it'll do more damage and have different effects. Where like if our like say if we implement that in Genshin Impact, let's like say like if like okay, perfect Beto, right? When you use Beto's parry at the right time, it does significant more damage. Like say like you use Beto's parry at the right time, instead of doing 1 slash, it did 2. That'd be an interesting. That'd be like it's a very small thing. It's a very subtle thing, but it adds another level of depth to the combat, which makes it a lot more interesting.
引入了队伍 QTE 和协奏反应这2个机制。当角色使用自身的异能以及深海进行战斗的时，会逐渐累积协奏能量。当协奏能量达到一定强度后，会激活后台队友的共鸣状态。此时可以通过 QTE 的方式召唤后台队友入场战斗，并触发协奏反应，削弱敌人，增强自己。多多利用这一点，可以让战斗变得更加轻松以及华丽。期待之后各位漂泊者们的各种神仙操作集锦。除此之外，战斗系统还具备了一项特别的深海系统，这一点
Bro, they're very fast with these subtitles. I'm trying to read this shit.
深入讲解。
It's like less on for it's on for like less than 2
明朝目
seconds.
前
Like,
的
goddamn.
玩法还处于比较初级的阶段。在技术测试后，我们收到了很多的反馈，我们也马上开始了针对性的优化。比如说，我们了解到有很多玩家感觉战斗中画面抖动太强会带来不适，而我们也针对这一点进行了重点优化，从打击振频幅度调整、振频叠加优先级以及镜头移动的平滑等多方面制定了优化的计划。同时，我们也会继续探索明朝战斗循环的可能性，在新的角色机制和配合上做出一些不一样的体验，比如拥有空中连招或者是后台协同等新的机制的角色，来增加队伍构成的策略和深度。同时，对深海技能进行全面的设计优化，让它能和角色本身的机制和操作都有更加紧密的结合。我相信动作性是明朝的一大特点，大家对后续的战斗系统一定会有更多的期望与要求。我们团队也是如此要求自己的。战斗的迭代和优化是无止境的，我们会继续好好倾听玩家的诉求，持续打磨好战斗的基础品质，给大家带来更好的战斗体验。
I mean, yeah. Needless to say, the combat is like probably one of the biggest selling points of Wuthering Waves. So it's good that they're really focusing on that. I think Wuthering Waves is going to be the hardcore gacha game that people wanted from Genshin Impact, and now they're never going to get that. I mean, I'm totally fine with the way Genshin. Okay. Let me pick my words here. I'm okay with the way Genshin is right now with the lack of endgame, because I never expected there to be more to begin with, right? I never expected there to be more than the Spiral Abyss to begin with. I never expected there to be more. It wasn't until I started playing Honkai Star that I really understood how much how stingy the devs for Genshin Impact really were. I was like, damn. Damn, they really starving us over here in Genshin Impact. It was insane. All right, the art design.
Hi.
That is probably the weakest part of.
我叫
I'm gonna keep it real. That's the art design is probably the weakest part of Wuthering Waves right now, because right now there's not really much color. It's grays, blacks, maybe some blues. It's not really that much color. So the art design is probably the weakest part of Wuthering Waves right now.
弗拉，是负责明朝项目的美术。 首先，很感谢大家近期对明朝提出的建议，美术组的大家每天都在认真的记录和改进问题。明朝承载了我们对末世轻科幻的所有幻想，而这些设定的背后应具有的厚重感，也正是我们想要坚持一种统一且具有辨识度的美术风格的原因。美术组的同学们很重视对于明朝世界观的塑造。作为创作者，我们希望自己创造的世界能够经得起大家的推敲。当然了，因为这种坚持，大家可能会觉得技术性测试中的画面看上去有些单调跟压抑，但不用担心，我们会保证在调性的前提下不断地进行优化。大家的技术性测试中所见到的场景，也仅仅是明朝生态当中的一小块版图而已。在场景方面，我们希望将末世的氛围迅速传达给刚进入明朝世界的漂泊者。
so that kind of makes sense
所
with
以
the
我
color
们在
palette they're
地图
going for,
设
but
计
it's
上
supposed to
融合了
apocalyptic.
许多
But
末世
it's
元
still
素，
like
让玩家能够自由地
add
探
some
索。
vibrance,
另
bro.
外，
Not everything
在野
needs to
外
be
的
all
场景
dark
中，
and
我们
gloomy.
运用了较多的三角形和弱补色构成，来营造无音区当中诡异的氛围，也让每一个无音区在构成设计上保持统一。后续我们还将会制作更符合明朝特点的氛围系统和环境特效，来丰富各位漂泊者们的探索体验。在道具设计方面呢，
What in the
大家在游戏
R2D2?
中使用的葫芦，其实是专门用来吸收深海的重要道具，名誉终端。其实这也非常符合在传统故事中葫芦的一些特殊用途。我们期望将这些具有一定人文特色的道具与科幻元素相结合后，
He didn't explain that at
给
all.
大家带来更多新奇别样的体验。
Doesn't help that the subtitles are going very fast. Okay, boss battles. This is something I'm
是我们
interested
游戏的一个设计重点。
in.
我们计划在所有的
We
BOSS
plan
战
to
中
adopt
使用
full-length
完整
film
的
production
时
pipeline
间
for
流
all
程
these boss
并为
battles.
其
Okay.
匹配设计合
I
适
mean,
他们的
especially
环境。
designed for each
在之后
loss.
的版本中，
In
我
future
们会将
updates,
叙
we
事、
connect
画面
narration,
和玩法
graphics, and
紧
gameplay
密
more
地串
closely.
联在一起，尝试营造更加身临其
Version
境的
for
体
our
验。
players.
不仅仅让美术作为包装而存在，而是将明朝故事中所蕴含的情感有节奏地释
Game
放出来。
stories in a paced
同时
manner.
在渲染方面，我们也使用了较为克制的柔和渐变，来表达其中轻薄的动画质感。最后总结一下，关于明朝的未来，我们将追求2个目标：
Alright.
第一，更细致的生态，
More
更
detailed
多的声音
system,
元
more
素，
sound
让
elements.
明朝的
Okay.
世界有更多的吸引力。第二是通过设计、
Kind of
渲染
rendering,
技术
tech
的持续优
optimization,
化，提升明朝
optimization
世界的真
to
实
improve the
感。
sense of reality in
声音、
Wuthering
动
Waves.
作和开放世界会擦出什么样的火花呢？请大家拭目以待。
I don't agree with that last part he said, where they want to strive for a more realistic sound design. Here's the thing: when you're dealing with a fantasy world, realism is the last thing you should be trying for. Nobody when you're in a fantasy world where everything's fictional, a lot of the characters fictional, none of it's real. Realism is not something you should be striving for, right? Now, obviously, some things, yes, you have to be like a gun. Yes, you have to make the sound design for a gun realistic because there's only one way a gun can sound. I get that. But in the grand scheme of things, realism should not be the goal if you're designing a fantasy world, right? That's just my opinion. All right, that's just my take. The ecosystem. What the fuck is that?
“大家好，我是明朝的策划发莫，今天很荣幸和大家一起聊聊我们明朝深海的一些设计。我们团队有自己的传承，尤其是战斗方面是我们最大的特色。我们希望基于怪物能够带给大家一个更为完美的。
So one thing I do hope for the combat. What I do hope for the combat in Wuthering Waves is aggressive enemy AI, right? That's probably what's gonna make or break the combat in Wuthering Waves. The enemies need to be aggressive, right? One of the biggest issues with Genshin Impact and the combat, as much as I love the combat, the elemental reaction system, the biggest issue with the combat in Genshin Impact is the enemy AI. They are designed to run away from you. They don't charge at you. Other than like the big beefy bosses that like jump towards you, most of the other mobs, they just run away from you. Like literally, like if you play Genshin Impact, I'm telling you, just stand there and do nothing for like 2 seconds and watch the all just start backing away from you. It's annoying, right? one of the best things about good combat is smart enemy AI that like even they don't even need to be smart, right? They don't need to like track your every move and they just need to be aggressive. They need to attack you, right? So that's my only hope. If they don't do that, the combat is going to feel stale. The enemies need to attack you. They don't need to be smart. They just need to be aggressive. They need to attack you, right? That's one of the good things about combat, right? It's one of the best things about doing the dodge mechanic, the parry mechanic. That's why it feels so good, because the enemies are aggressive, right? So that's my only thing. That's my only thing. I really hope that's what they put in the game. Aggressive AI. They don't need to be smart. They need to be aggressive.
游戏历程，经过团队内激烈的讨论，最终我们的思路就是加入怪物的收集，形成战斗体系和收集体系的结合。一方面能够和强有力的怪物进行爽快的战斗，一方面当你完成挑战后，将有概率收服它，将它化为我们战斗循环中的一部分。怪物本身是我们明朝世界内怪物体系的一个重要组成部分。怪物拥有似人形的外观，举止单一且怪异，模仿人类的某种发声或。
Is it just me or do a lot of these enemies straight up look like they're ripped straight from Nier Automata? Like maybe not ripped from them. Let me not say that. That's a claim. Let me not say that. But they look like they would be from Nier Automata. Is that just me? Like, am I crazy? Am I just like even like a lot of the characters we saw, because it's just how much black they wear, and a lot of the characters just wear straight black and gray. Like the only characters we saw like two different characters, like some color diversity, which was like, I'm guessing the main companion girl was like the blue in the cap, and then like that pink haired chick. Like other than that, everywhere is just black and gray. Like that's what I'm saying. Like the character designs are kind of forgettable.
特定行为有着强烈的感情驱使，也有着极强的攻击欲望。怪物会主动寻找人类或共鸣者发起攻击，因此在野外长时间战斗或使用共鸣力都有可能招来怪物的袭击。玩家在击败怪物后，便能够收集它的能力深骸。目前我们的深骸技能很丰富，有攻击。
Oh, so is this the mechanic where when you kill an enemy, you can you can turn into them? Yeah. That's a sick mechanic. I'm not gonna lie, that is a sick mechanic.
等等。我们也期望将这个深海技能打造成为我们最为核心的体验之一。那么以上就是
That's a very new and interesting game mechanic that I personally haven't seen in any of the games. I actually haven't seen that in the game where you can turn into enemies. I'm not saying that there's no other game that does that. It's just I haven't seen it. So that's a very interesting game mechanic. I'm actually really excited for that. That's only 14 seconds. I'm gonna skip that. Let's go here. The closed beta concept trailer. Bro, what is happening? Why does the beginning of every one of these videos always start off with like the end of the world? Like, what is going on? This is just a promotional video. What the fuck's going on? Like straight up, this looks like a commercial for 5 Gum. Like, what's happening? Or like some kind of cologne. One of the two. I'm so confused. Cause it's just things happening on the screen. There's no context to them. That's why I'm like, what's going on? It looks cool. It looks cool. But like, there's no context to any of these. It's just things happening on the screen. And then we got Satan over here. Or Michelangelo. That's cool. So it's just an announcement for the first closed beta. Okay. God damn, those eyes. Okay, I won't lie, the open world looks a little bit better. It does look a little bit better. I'll give him that. Yeah, it does look better. That's why I said, like, in the beginning, I'm like, I'm not gonna judge too much because it is very early in development. They did. Looks like they did step up the open world. It does look a lot better. Let's keep it a buck. This dude looks just like tall Shao. Okay, who's this redhead girl? Damn! Okay, I like that. It looks like every time they let's back up for a second. Let's back up for a second. Wait. Is that a furry? Why is there a furry in this game? Why do they have furries in all these goddamn games? Fucking damn it. I swear, like Zelda Zone Zero, half the fucking roster is just fucking furries. Oh my god. Oh shit, the jukes. Okay, my man looks insane. Let's see, this is... That looked insane. That looked cool. Oh.
You're finally awake, Rover.
That was a very bad voice. Okay, no. It wasn't bad voice acting. It just did not... the lips did not match the words, so it looked very odd. But, okay. At least we know there's voice acting now. I'll be right back. I need to kind of go to the washroom. All right, this is the character teaser for the closed beta. At least it's English now, so that's gonna be interesting.
Look out! Emergency coming through!
Okay, so now we got some characters with actual color on them. Now we're talking.
There's always a shortcut for a hero!
Oh god, is she fucking Deku? What was that?
Dad, I'll meet you there!
Why are there always... Oh my god. Did my man just finger gun a cloud into existence?
Uncle's effort. Try a spoon at least.
On second thought, I'm gonna.
Is that edible? Oh, gotta run!
They gotta work on the lip syncing. Like, the voice acting is fine, but they gotta work on the lip syncing. Cause like that's probably one of the biggest things. Like one of the big issues with Genshin. They've gotten better at it, but like the lip syncing with the voice, they need to work on that.
I made it! Yang! Finally. Team assembled! Then
Yeah, that was cool. They're cute. They showed some of the characters. I like some of the character designs. They got a little bit better with those. They need to work on the lip syncing. Like they really do. The mouths look kind of weird. I'm gonna be honest. Like the way they move their mouths is like it's like the way they talk is like this. Hi, how you doing? It's like something like that. It's weird.
Many associate snow with coldness and demise.
Sanhua. Okay, so this is like just like a character demo for Sanhua. I'm guessing that's this girl. So show me what you got, Sanhua.
But to me, it's the only untainted light. Anomalous visions, distorted nightmares linger in my eyes.
Bro, is every character in this game fucking emo? What's going on?
All that once corroded me shall now be frozen in ice.
Okay, that's kind of sick. That was kind of sick. Holy fuck! What in the Jingliu? What the hell? Am I the only one here is making the connection? She kind of reminded me of Jingliu. I'll be real. The music kind of goes hard though. This music kind of goes hard though. I'm not gonna lie.
In an instant. It all ends here.
What's with the glowing in their eyes? Like, am I in the only ones? What's that? They have like some weird like tints that goes on in their eyes, like in the cornea. Just this fucking like flashes of yellow. Like, is that like a thing? Like, what's happening?
My shackles are no more. May our world be clean as snow, ever so pure.
Well, I hate to break it. I heard burst your bubbles on well, but snow is actually not clean. Snow is the dirty water that evaporates into the sky and then comes back down. So snow water is quite literally shit water. So I would use snow as an example for clean or purity. Oh, well, they've stepped it up with the open world. There we go. See, that's what I'm talking about. That they really stepped it up with the open world. Like, what is that? Is that a city in the sky that's upside down? Like that's what I'm talking about. That looks sick. So yeah, they've stepped it up with the open world. That looks a lot better. Is this just showing like the open world, like the weather mechanics? This is probably just a showcase for the weather and like the day and night cycles. Yeah, okay, that's what this showcase for. It looks good though. The open world looks a lot better. I'm giving that. Like, it's not like dark gray sadness. It's not like, it doesn't look like the music video of a Linkin Park song. Like, the open world looks bright, vibrant. It looks really good. There's color. There's very beautiful scenery. They stepped up in the open world. All right, wutheringwaves. Alto, is that his name? All right, we're gonna be looking at Alto now, the guy who shoots finger clouds. He looks pretty cool. He looks like he has a pretty interesting personality.
Okay, Alto. Let's try this one last time.
Wow, what in the generic bad guy? Okay.
Ow. Did you get that intel?
Well, Come on, fellas. Can't we just talk this out? When it comes to information, it's like the mist.
Did my man just fart out a whole fog? like what the heck? So he shoots clouds from his fingers. Does that mean he could just release clouds from his orifice? And his farts must be something else.
A mixture of truths and lies. But a broker of my expertise can easily pick out the goodies. Guess that's why I'm in such popular demand. Don't you agree? Occasionally, I'd run into eager clients that are just,
Nonsense!
Okay, this guy's
I
gonna sick.
thought you were
I'll lie.
interested in
This guy's
becoming
kind of sick.
professional brokers. Now, you better listen up.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
an honest
That
broker
was
of
sick.
information, open to negotiations at the right price. But if you try to hustle a deal, then I'm afraid you've outstayed your welcome.
This guy is sick. This guy's giving me like Ito mixed with like Dante vibes. Like this guy likes to fuck around a little too much. He's an idiot. Probably has an idiotic personality. Like I won't lie, he's pretty sick. Is that an ass on my screen right now? Oh no, it's just a fat dude.
Now you see me, now you don't. Hey, stay focused. And that is my rule of thumb.
My man just snaps the guns away. Okay,
Phew,
this guy
enough of
is
me
sick. I
lecturing.
won't lie.
Thanks for coming.
Is he a 4-star? I think like, is he a 4-star or a 5-star? He has to be a 5-star, right? This can't be a 4-star.
Well then, it's your time to shine. Why don't we start with your client?
Damn, this guy is sick. Okay, that was sick. All right, so next we got Danjin, Domino. Hold on, I kind of pressed the wrong button. All right, we got ourselves Danjin.
On the frontier, Jingzhou rests, where perilous fog does crest. Dangerous beasts may hide, they say. Bandits, too, their blades do slay. Or, perhaps, a wayfarer's escapade.
Okay, she's cute.
Seeking foes yet unknown, a maiden journeys all alone. Kind courier offers a ride she gladly partakes. Ahead they go, fog fading in their wake. Criminals lurk, plotting schemes, counting gains. Our maiden vows to foil their plans. Like rabbits they flee, uninvited crooks she seeks.
Bro. What in the bro? Bro, I swear the characters keep doing 180s on me. First she had a whole nice ass smile and then she just turned into Satan. Like what the fuck? What is she, Shadow the Hedgehog? What the fuck is going on here?
Scarlet! Blossom! Ha! My patience finally.
I won't lie, them transitions are really fucking sick. I'm gonna replay that. Like their transitions are actually really fucking sick and sleek.
My patience.
Like they covered the cut in a screen shake. Like oh bro, these trailers are actually really fucking good. I won't lie.
Scarlet!
I really hope she does that in game. I really hope she does that in game. Just behind the character, and you're like, hi there, got any peace and market pills?
Scarlet! Blossom! Ha! My patience finally paid off.
Alright, show me what she's about. What she got?
Judgment!
Bro, what is this hard ass dubstep? God damn. she's sick. I won't lie, she's sick, bro. I think she might even cooler than the other dude. She's got to be a 5-star though. She's got to be a 5-star, right? She can't be a 4-star. She's got to be a. She's too sick to be a 4-star. She's got to be a 5-star.
No mercy.
Oh, the way her eyes turn.
In grace they sway. Pure as ever, she wipes her face.
Oh, is she one of those characters where like she's all soft and sleek on the inside, and then as soon as like she sees some blood, she turns into fucking from Future Diary, like who talking like like she's one of those like crazy ass girls.
Adorned with jade, dispelling fear, bringing hope near.
That was sick. I actually don't know who I would pull for yet. It's probably gonna be for Alto. Alto was way too sick. I'll probably pull for Alto. Let's keep it 1,000. All right, this is the closed beta 2, which I applied for, and hopefully I get in. If I get in, I'm gonna stream that shit. All right, so this is us as the male MC. That's sick. That's a cool ass scenery. Plus that night sky, oh, damn. Yeah, I'll keep it 1,000. I talked a lot of shit in the beginning about how the open world looks kind of dull. They stepped it up. They stepped it up. I will lie. They stepped it up. Oh, now this dude. Who the fuck is this dude? He has to be like the main villain. Or maybe he's not. Who knows? Who's this chick? This guy's sick. Bro, why does every enemy in this game look like Satan? All right, so we got some more characters here. Is that Sephiroth? Ooh, who is she? She is fucking beautiful. Was he the furry I saw in the beginning? So they change him? He's not a furry anymore? Thank God. Because I swear to God, he was like a full-on wolf the first time I saw him. Maybe I'm crazy. Then we got Sephiroth over here. That was sick. Bro, this looks insane. Bro, I'm hoping I get into the closed beta. I want to play this so bad. This looks so crazy. Bro, we can drive bikes in this game? What the fuck? Bro, I want to get in the closed beta so badly. My man's summoning dragons up in here. Bro, I'm so hyped for Wuthering Waves. Oh, there's more? Who is she? She's beautiful.